Alright. So, I don't even know if this is working. So I'm using my iPad, and it didn't allow a preview. So preview not supported while doing live streaming. So what's the point of doing that? That's kind of pointless. Alright, so let's see here. How do I even know if this is working here? Go to YouTube. Whoa. Off. Skip. Alright, so we're there. Alright, see the delay. 1, 2. Oh, the delay is massive. Crap. Why does it say it's unlisted? Doesn't make any sense. What does that mean, unlisted? Go to here. Oh, unlisted. Public. Done. Save. How does that work? MAX6 live. Now, if I reset this, what happens? Are we live now? I don't even know if it's live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. The delay is huge. Is this even working? Oh, I don't even think this is working, is it? Oh, no. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if it's live. 1, 2, oh, there's something there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is live. Oh my God. The delay is... Dude, I'm wrecking everything huge. Here. Is this even working? Oh, I don't even think this is... I don't know what's going on, man. Alright, so I'm just going to put it over to my face for now, because I honestly don't know what the heck is going on here. YouTube is making a mess of things, kinda, but I might be making a mess of it too. So I got to put on my TV because I can't... Dude, this is a live stream. How does this work for a live stream? That don't work. You can't view nothing. Stream. Link. Oh, wait a minute. View my stream. Never mind. Alright. Never mind. Alright, whatever. How does this work for a live stream? But look how delayed it is. You can't view nothing. Stream. I said that like 10 minutes ago. Link. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. View my stream. Never mind. Nah, it's still messed up. Never mind. Alright, whatever. How does this work? Look how delayed it is. You can't view nothing. Stream. I said that like 10 minutes ago. I'm dying here. I said that like 10 minutes ago. Come on! What are you doing? Nah, it's still messed up. Never mind. Alright, whatever. How does this work? Look how delayed it is. It's horrible. Dude, I don't even know how to fix this. I'm dying here. Alright, never mind. Dude, what are you doing? Hey, at least you get a good laugh, right? Alright, so this is just a shop talking wrench. I'm working on the Poor Men's XRT. And this chat thing just, I don't know, man. YouTube just, it ain't working for me. So now I've got to figure out how to get on to the big screen here since the iPad thing's not working, right? It's like 10 minutes behind. And it won't speed up. I keep trying to slide the thing over, but it just won't work. I think the computer's even messed up too. Let's see if this is messed up. So you can hear the YouTube just go on right there. We go, live stream. Okay, so it's right there. Bam. Is this going to be at least all right?
Excitement is building, brick by brick.
I've already watched 3 ads on my own live stream. Okay, connected to live. There we go. It's still way behind. I don't know what to do here. All right, I'm just going to switch this over here. I got my Hobby Quarter shirt on. So this is just, all this is just a very basic, nothing video. It's just going to be me soldering this up. And we're going to do it the right way. So I can't, yeah, see, I'm messed up. It just went over to Vice Grip Garage. What am I doing here? it will not move forward. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it won't move forward enough. So I can't figure it out. All right. So anyways, yeah, I don't even know, guy. I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to do this. So hopefully I've got everything that I need here. I'm going to pop my connectors. I'm going to desolder this wire. This is obviously going to be my wire that won't mess me up because this is going to be going from my negative side, which technically what this does is it turns into a positive, and it's going to go into the other side and connect it, you know, the right way. So I can actually leave this connector on because that's positive. I'm going to leave that side on. I'm going to pop this side out, and hopefully this is just going to work out. Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? So here was the $500 soldering station. We just haven't got that in here yet. It's coming, guy. Hold on. But we got Jeremy T. We got Chainsaw Guy. It's been like 100 years. We got Lorne, Joe, Thompson, Little Guy. What's going on, man? We got John Goodwin. We're live, delayed live, wicked delayed live, man. Wicked delayed. I have no idea. Vince Vargas, what's going on, guy? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Smash that, dude. Smash something. I just don't want to smash my fingers. All right, so where's the soldering station? Soldering station, $500 right here, guy. Here's your $500 soldering station. We will be using this, obviously, because, you know, I like to stick the connectors in there and do the soldering and whatever, so... But the delay is so bad that it makes it not doable, man. I'm trying to, like, it will not catch up. Like, no matter how many times I swipe this over to that left, it just will not catch up. So, and I don't know how to fix that. If I X out of it, what happens if I X out? Oh, yeah. If I X out of this and I reopen it up, what will happen? It'll just go on to another 10-minute ad. This just doesn't work, man. This is the 4th time I'm watching an ad now. Eventually we'll get to the soldering stuff here. Fred, what's going on, guy? Ping Stang, what's going on? The chat just disappeared. Bang. Skip ads. Okay, I don't know where we are. Still looks like it's behind. So it's going to be really hard to... Shadow, what's going on, man? Shadow, is this your first time here? I don't recognize your name. All right, so desoldering stuff. So I'm going to obviously start off with this. And I've made things real easy, you know, just for myself. I do stuff like this. I got a little vise on this $500 soldering station right here. Just kind of do that kind of deal, clamp it, and then bring the soldering gun in there and do that thing. But first thing I want to do is obviously get rid of the heat shrink that's on here. So just give it a slice. Peel that all the way off. And then go ahead and clamp it in here. Just like that. Activate the soldering gun. Should take a while too. I probably should have cleaned the tip. I should use fire. If I use fire, it's a lot faster. Yeah, because this is taking a long... There we go. It actually came off a lot faster than I thought it was going to come off. So, then get that out of there. Good to go. And do the same thing on this side. Just give it a little hook in there. And then slice it. And then we're good to go. Peel that one off. And then basically do the same thing. End up, obviously, with a bunch of Dean's connectors, which is fine with me. Not that I really use Dean's, but they're there. So I'll let that tip heat up. Get a little solder on there. I make these, make my own tips. They're just, it's just copper wire. Romex. That's all you need. think I need like a 500 watt soldering iron here. See, it does come off nice. So. Nice. Oops. Kind of wanted some of that to come off. There we go. Just leave it like that. Okay. Good enough. That's kind of all prepped. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. We don't need that on there. I might just kind of tune that wire up a little bit. And then move on to the ESC. Like I said, I can keep the red side. Keep the keep that away. YouTube is slacking big time, man. 6-shooter, what's going on, guys? Snowbird. Snowbird, so you've been here before? No, I was with you and Big Black. Oh, dude. Wow. Okay. So you've been part of this channel for a long time then. Jim, what's going on, guys? So you are just about done? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm actually doing the video right now, and what I decided to do is I decided to go live with just doing this because I hadn't done a shop talk and wrench for a while, so I figured I'd just do the live soldering. This is the ESC that I'm going with. I was gonna do the MAX6, but to be honest with you, I'm not like some psychotic, you know, person that needs the latest, greatest, biggest ESC in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've got one, but it's really for another project for a bigger RC. So, and I don't think there's any need for it. I watched Earl Moorhead rip his. He did that MAX6, and he said it was fine in reality. He's changing over to a MAX5. I'm just not going to do it. I see no benefit for myself. The MAX6 is the upgrade to the stock Traxxas ESC anyway, so I figured this was just going to be the way to go. So I just got to pop this connector out of here. What I do is I use a connector. So we're obviously going to need one of these. Or actually, no, not that one. We're going to need one of these. And then need something to pop out the old connector. So, and I'm going to go this way with it. See? That's where it's kind of a negative. I can force it this way. I just need to use a different tool to do that. And I think I don't think I can use that because that's I'm gonna give this a shot. So let's see if this vise will do it. I don't know if the vise will do it. Suppose I could just give it a shot, right? So what I want to do is I just want to push that connection out. So let's see. Is this vise open enough? Oh, if this vise opens enough, that'll be mint. So let's see. Oh man, that's close. Oh, check it out. I think it works. Oh, right at the edge. Alright, let's see if this works. Just want to pop that connector out of there. Oh, it's going astray. Alright, so that's not going to work. I need something smaller to get in there. I just want to push on that to push it out. So, and I know this is going like the wrong way, but that's all right. So, I thought I know I used something different last time. I just can't remember what I used to push that out. See, I'm wasting time here. Because what I could do really is take my channel locks. Where's my channel locks? I take my channel locks and basically just bang, pull that out like that. So let's see if see if this is going to work. Here comes the pain. Come on, guy. Doesn't want to push. See, usually what I do is I use a connector. But I use the connector to go this way because the way this goes is it goes better that way, and I'm trying to go the opposite way, and I know this works because I've done this before. I just don't know what I can't remember what I used. There's no way it's that. Yeah, dang. So that's the thing about, you know, doing these lives is that it's live. So not everything works out the way you want it to. So let's see if this even works. So live, you get to see all the screw-ups, you know what I'm saying? CK, what's going on? JB Trucker, what's going on? Bills are beating up the chowder heads tonight? That's all right, man. Who cares? I'm a New Englander. Doesn't matter anymore. All right, I'm gonna see if this works. Let's see. Can I get this? What a mess. You know, I wonder if the soldering station would work. You know that? I wonder. Oh no, check it out. That actually might work. If I can slam down on this enough, that might work. So, if I give it a couple of taps, now at your ears. So, that worked. Okay, cool. Soldering stations, mint. All right, so obviously this is going to be going in the other side. Want to make sure that I put it on the round side when I put it through, so obviously it's going to be going this way. This is not the ideal way to do this. In some ways, what I should do is unsolder this. It would probably be the better thing to do, and that way I can stick it through again, or at least stick it through the right way, and it should be solid. It doesn't seem like I blew any of the plastic out, so, and it's probably fine. So what I should do is do like I said. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to grab my blowtorch. I'm going to blowtorch the connector. See if this works. Whoa. Creating fire. You know what? It's not going to work because it's going to end up burning the board. And that's what this is for. So that I can do stuff like this and desolder without worrying about burning the $500 soldering station here. Here we go. That works. All right. So now it's crazy how good this wire is. So now I can stick that through this side, right? It goes through that side, right? That's I think I saw Earl do that. That's the right way to do it. We're gonna go the wrong way. This is right? That'd be terrible. Could you imagine that? Imagine that. Even though Earl did it, I'd mess it up. Jeff Beardsley also screwed up too. You should have seen his catch on fire. Just kidding. So I'm just checking to make sure that I'm doing this right. Round side. All right, we're good. All right, so I can go ahead and use that connector. So, and I think what I'll do is I'll do that again. Use that, and I'll heat it up and I'll throw some solder in there. Just a little tiny blob of it so that it stays nice and hot. Oh, it started on the first shot. So that should be a good connection. So hopefully what that will do is that will lift up the soldering station, and that should prove to be a good connection. So here we go. Did I mess up, or is it going to lift up the soldering station? Hey, works for me. All right, make sure that's nice and cool. Looking good. Nice solid connection. Like I said, it's amazing how well this wire handles direct fire. So very, very cool. So I can go ahead and do this. Throw that into there. I did kind of mess that up a little bit, but I can fix that. I squeezed it a little too tight. I can fix that by putting this into there. Hopefully without hurting myself here. Just like that. Wallow that out a little bit, and then we're back to the way we were. And I'll use one of these, slide that on, and pinch it back inside. So make sure we're doing this right. So now I'll take the channel locks. And spin that around so I can grab that edge. Just take the channel locks and squeeze it in. And bam, right there. Then just take this bad boy. Bing. Slide that out. That's mint. So inside a new connector, we're good. So now I need 2 more connectors here. So I'm going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to put the correct bullets on. So we got that one and that one. And then what I'll do is I'll just feed the wire through. That's how it's supposed to be, just like that. The only thing I didn't check is to see if this wire's long enough, but I think it's just for the fact that this is long enough, and then this, I'm assuming, is going to be plenty long going across. So going into the connectors. That's just what I'm assuming, what I've got here. So we'll go ahead and go for this side first. I could put something in that so it doesn't crush it. That'd probably be a good idea. Take like one of these little screws. Put that screw in there. Like that. And that way now it won't get crushed. There we go. Oops. Alright. Turn this around so you can see that edge right there. Alright. Use the fire. And it doesn't matter to have this wire in there. So use the fire. And turn it down. Going up with it. Should be enough. And the crappy part about that is that it moved when I did it. Still might be all right. There is a little blob of solder on there that I want to get off. So let's see if I can just pop that off. Yeah, there we go. All right. Woo! Hot stuff. Okay. Ooh, boy, is that hot. Okay. So we're good there. So that's good. Yeah. Nice and tight. Good to go. Don't have to worry about that. Feed that through. Now remember, this is not the positive side. Well, I mean, it is the positive side, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is that bridge. This is technically the negative. So going boom, just like that. So you can see we've got red on the positive. We've got black on the positive. On the negative. Take that little thing there. Throw that on. Like that. Push it in. And then take the channel locks and snap it into place. Just like that. Pull the connector off. Perfect. So now you have to feed it through. So we'll feed that through. Do the same thing. I'm going to do that little screw deal. That was a pretty good deal. Except for the fact that I think that's what caused it to move. I think the screw might just spread it out too far. So this one kind of seems a little mangled anyway. For some reason that one's already mangled. So let's see what happens if I do this with this little screw here. Let's see, it's not wanting to go in. I'm going to feel like stabbing myself there. Alright, so I'll just bury it down and in. Should go like that, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, we'll go like that. Kind of still, that's a different connector. Wait a minute. That's different. Yeah, I ain't using that. That's XT90. Wait a minute. Why'd I have an XT90 in there? See, here's the difference. XT90. See the difference? Glad I noticed that. See how the EC5 is a wider barrel? That little yellow band is from an XT90. I don't know why that's in there. Damn, I'm glad I caught that. Okay. Just going to sink it all the way down. Just like I did like that. Bam. Put a little bit of solder in there. And just dive this right in. Hoping that's enough. Again, if it picks it up, it should be fine. Let's see if it picks it up. Give it the old tug test. Cool it off. Okay. Yeah, that's solid on there. Good. Okay. Now just pull that through. Put the little connector on there. do, I'm going to wallow that out just a little bit right now. There we go. That's a little better. Go ahead and put the little piece on. And then just shove it in with the channel lock. Bam. Oh no. Didn't go in all the way. It's gonna go down just a little bit more. There we go. There was 2 clicks. I didn't go through the first click right. So there we go. Boom. Done. Okay, so we're good to go. Hopefully that works. Looks like we're good. Give it a little double check. Okay, double check. You've got red and you got black. And that's the absolute correct way to do it. So that's how easy it is. That's how quick this is. This was the just a live little thing here. Like I said, shop talk and wrench kind of deal. Just soldering up a quick connector here. Use the old connector. There's nothing wrong with the old connector. It's technically kind of new. Just soldered on a brand new connector. Used a new connector there and a new connector there. Left the old ones in place, right? Or no, I did solder that one. So I desoldered that. I desoldered that one, and did I put it back on? I don't even know. I have to replay it. So $500 soldering station. It'll be up on the store soon. Right when the economy takes a dump, $500 soldering stations will be flying out the door. So how is everybody? What do we got going on here? Let's see. Jump onto here. I got my hobby quarter shirt on. So we've got Drake, Grateful Dabs. What's going on, guy? You're an XT guy. Nice. But the QS, yeah, I'm E5. Basically everything that I've got is that EC5. And I switch everything over to it because it does take the power that I need. Those QS8s that you got there, man, those are pretty damn expensive. What is it, like 50 bucks for 2 of them or something like that? I'm not spending that kind of money. I think I paid like 50 bucks for a whole box of these things right here. I'd much rather go that route. Some people can afford those expensive connectors. I don't have any need for it. I'm not running like MAX4s and 5s. I'm just running a very simple little MAX6 in the poor man's XRT. Those QS8 connectors, they do look pretty slick. It's just right now, with the level that I'm at, I'm not even anywhere close to needing a connector that does 5,000 watts or amps. You know what I'm saying? 5,000 amps. What did I say watts for? That was for amps. Amps meaning amps for bass in your car. So, Chad, what's going on, guy? RC Recreation, what's going on, man? Tilo, what's going on, man? Scott Quick, good evening to you. Michael, XT90 all the way. There you go, man. That's awesome. You gotta like what you like. Some people like Fords, some people like Chevys. So, you know. And then some people like XT90s, which is like the Honda Ridgeline. Just kidding. Hey, come on. Get people fired up, right? Put a smile on your face. It's all that matters. Sorry, bud. EC5s are garbage. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll agree with you. Definitely, I'll agree with you. I like using garbage. Snowbird. What's that? Fire and explosions? No, guy. We ain't doing no fire explosions. It stinks that I have... Oh, no, it doesn't. Come on. You know what's funny is my other torch, I disabled the little child lock on it. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to it. I think maybe one of the kids ran off with it. Let's see. Who else is here? Did I say hello to Cyclone? Jim, what's going on, guy? No, we don't need to see no stinking fire. Make sure you black to black. Yeah. Yep. OG, what's going on, guy? Let's see. I think I'm all caught up with Chad here. I think I've checked in with everybody. So, Jaguars? Jaguars? What are you talking about? You're talking about the actual team? I bet you're talking about the team. Let's see. I don't like them because you got to cut them all the time. What, Michael? You don't like EC5s? I hate IC5s, man. You know, I will tell you, I like the EC5s over the IC5s just because these are breaking all the time. It doesn't seem to matter what I do. Granted, this one, this ESC, probably just hasn't been used enough for these little caps to break. But these caps on every vehicle that I've got that's got the IC5, whether if it's an active IC5 or a fake IC5, because you know they got the fake ones too. And I mean Arrma fake, because they don't have the telemetry wire. Those ones also, I find that those ones snap. So, but Henry Foster, what's going on, dude? What is happening? Look at this guy here. So Henry Foster, if you ever see like his wording not be correct, it's because he's translating stuff. As far as I understand, he's translating his text. Or maybe his text is being automatically translated now. When you running with Jeremy from Hobby Quarters again? Whenever I need some parts. But I mean, it's up to him. He's got to be there. I'd actually, to tell you the truth, after the conversation that I had with Ashley, I'd like to get Ashley out there. I want Ashley to run either the Fire Team or the XRT or something else out there. So Ashley has been at that shop. I think she said she's been there for a year. I don't think she has. Did she say she had? Actually, I think she said she had a crawler. I think she had said she had a crawler. So I think Ashley should get out there and rip it on that back track that they got there. That's a pretty good idea. The fact that he's got all those wood chips there, I like that wood chip idea. I think, see, my wife is trying to get me to snazz up the back track a little bit, have it look less like a back track, and the wood chips actually might be the right way to go. So that might be a thing. The only thing is that drainage. It'll cause a problem with drainage. I'll have to like redo my drainage if I'm going to put wood chips back there. But I get what she's saying. The wood chips would definitely make it look better. And after seeing Jeremy's track, that little back, it's not really a track. I mean, he doesn't own it or anything, but he has free use of it. But that thing right there, that setup that he's got, it's pretty good. Also makes you realize that you don't necessarily need to have the most biggest, craziest, 10-foot jump to enjoy yourself. Even that little water pit. I'm pretty sure that water pit's not something that was physically created. At least I don't think it was. The way the pavement looked and the way that looked, it kind of looks like it's almost like a natural sinkhole that they kind of left there, but maybe I could be wrong. He did have that nice piece of rebar sticking out of there that he got rid of. I just kind of suggested to him that rebar might be good to kind of axe that rebar out of there. Because I did crash into it not seeing it. And fortunately, I was driving the XRT and the XRT took it. So, Scott, what's going on, guy? Use the rubber mulch? Nah. I get what you're saying, but nah, I don't want the rubber stuff back there. I'd rather have stuff. I honestly would rather have stuff that would kind of turn into soil. You know what I mean? Like it would eventually break down. I kind of want to do that kind of deal, but I get you. I definitely understand you on the rubber mulch. I've used that on a couple of jobs that I've done years ago, and I never really cared for the rubber mulch for myself. Recycled rubber stuff they use on playgrounds might be better. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, recreation. You're talking basically about the same thing. I'm just going to use wood chips. Wood chips will kind of basically be free. I think I can get them from the town for free when they grind up trees. There's a bunch of trees that they've been cutting in my town, basically preparing it for all the snow. And who knows, maybe I can figure out where they're having all that stuff chipped because that's stuff you don't really want to put near your home, because what it will do is it'll breed termites. But if I throw it back there, I just got to make sure I keep my trailer away from it. Yeah, because I don't want no termites in my trailer. Well, whatever, I'll figure something out. It'll be nice to have a layer of something. We'll figure it out. The recreation, retracting messages. What's going on, man? Let's see. You should take out your MTX. What, to him? To have him check it out? Yeah, it's a good idea. Well, I didn't think about bringing any RCs. And that day that I went there, that was them telling me, hey, you should run it. So first it was Matt. Matt was saying, hey, have you ever ran the XRT? And I was like, nah. He was like, oh, do you want to run it? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to break any of your stuff. And he was like, oh, okay. And then Jeremy came in and he's like, you know, have you ever run it? You know, basically did the same thing. I said, nah, I'm good. And he goes, well, don't you think that, you know, maybe you should run it? That way you'll get a baseline. And it kind of, it's funny. I almost didn't want to run it. He kind of talked me into it a little bit. It didn't take much to talk me into it, but he talked me into it because he said, you know, obviously you got, he didn't call it trash bag, but he knew I had an X-Max, but he's going to have to figure out, what the name of my X-Max is, that it is trash bag, because that's exactly what it, I mean, come on. I should take the pots and put them in a trash bag just to kind of like prove a point. But the XRT is a way different, even though it is an X-Max, and I know there are people that say it's not, but it is. It is. It's just a redesigned X-Max. That's all it is. It's a low center of gravity X-Max. That's all it is. It's the same damn thing. Does it share parts? Yes, it does. Does it not share some parts? Yeah, we found that out, that it doesn't share some parts, which is fine. Traxxas even went ahead and shortened up some screws. Had some screws going through my chassis, so yeah, I don't know, whatever. I could have used like the wrong screws, but I'm pretty sure those are the screws that were supposed to be for there. I think there were 4 long screws, and that's like the 4 long screw section. Maybe those were motor mount screws. I have no idea. That you had to have laughed on that, dude. I mean, the funny thing is I saw the circles first. That's what you don't get. So after I shut off the camera, I was done. And I was moving stuff around, and I saw the little plastic circle, and I was just like, the heck is that? What is this little circle thing? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And I was actually looking at packaging going, could these have come out of something? And then when I flipped it upside down, I initially didn't even notice. And that's the crazy part. I was so focused on that tiny little piece where the bearing goes into that cap for the servo, I didn't see the screws blown through the chassis. I actually didn't see it. I saw it pretty quick after that, but it is what it is, man. Speed holes, drain holes, whatever you want to call it. Could I have measured things? Yeah, I could have, but you know what? Live, learn, figure it out. My depth gauge was a little off, and I knew it was off too. I just didn't realize it was that off. And all it did was take that many threads difference, and I think that's the difference. I believe the X-Max uses M30s, and I think the screw... All right, so I think the X-Max uses an M30, or uses 2 M30s, where the XRT uses an M25, and I believe an M20, or 22, actually. An M25 and an M22, and I think that was obviously the stepped difference that I just didn't, I don't know, it was too late, man. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm using a finger depth, and just taking screws, and I'm tired, and just, oh yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, oh yeah, guy, yeah, that's good enough. When I rewatch the footage, right, so this is the other thing you guys don't, notice. When I rewatch the footage and I do the edits, I try not to edit anything out of the video that's like a screw up. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, just leave it in. I ain't perfect. And with the way I do things, this is the way I've been my whole life. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not an engine builder. If I was an engine builder, it might be a different story. And when I do specific things that require a little bit more attention, yes. I'm more laser focused. When I used to tell my guys what to do, laser focused, it's just different. It's a different thing. It's also not 2 o'clock in the morning, so. But, yeah. I don't know where I am with this. Oh, what was that? H. Riviera. Dude, I did not see that. I'm just seeing it now. Thank you for that. Chainsaw cut all trees? No. No, guy. I appreciate that, man. Dude, H. Riviera, $5. That's awesome, man. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Henry Foster. Henry Foster, like I said, I think his stuff is all translated. So it's good that he's, you know, able to do this. I can't remember where he's from, but I think he's from across the pond. So. Oh, yeah, your people. Your people are over here, aren't they? Right now, they're in Boston, man. They're like 40 miles right now away from me. So, I think Boston's 40 miles away. Alexa, how far away is Boston?
Boston is 50.2 miles away by car.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Just doing my job.
Just doing my job. So, all right, so 51 miles away. I think it was 40. I don't know, whatever. Maybe it feels like 40 because I'm going like 100 miles an hour. Jeremy, see you later, man. Tilo, how did the wife... Okay, so she hasn't got it yet. But she will. She will soon. I got to video the whole thing. I got to wait till the weekend. X-Max with a low center. Yes. Yeah, a Lioness, absolutely. It's a glorified X-Max. Yes. It is a... I think for certain people, it's a better X-Max. So, like, some ways you can't call it an X-Max, and some ways you can because it's basically is what it is. So you're kind of saying it the right way, calling it a glorified X-Max. So when you take somebody like Chef Beardsley, right? And I think, honestly, somebody like myself, I hate the X-Max. I just don't. I don't like it. Every single time I take that thing out, I think my expectations are literally up here beyond the camera. I think my expectations for the X-Max were super high. So whenever I would take the thing out, that, you know, total full trigger, just destructo, whatever would come out of me, and not giving myself the time to figure out what that truck needed for somebody behind the wheel. Not learning what the truck... I mean, when I took it out for that first battery pack, I really didn't think I drove it in any wrong way. I felt like I treated it like an X-Max. And for it to not survive the very first battery packs that I put in it, meaning I didn't hit no trees, I did a couple of crashes, but my both rear bearings wiped out on the very first pack, is what kind of killed it for me. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Now, the truck at the time, I think I got mine, I either got mine in 2018 or 2019, I think it was. So the truck had already been out for how long? 4 or 5 years? Came out in 2015 or something like that? So the truck had already come out for that long a time. I think I got it in 2019. So it took Traxxas until last year to finally go ahead and, I don't have the parts up here. It finally took Traxxas that long to put big bearings in the hubs instead of the tiny little bicycle bearings that it had in there. Come on. And then, obviously, you know, RPM trying to fix things, and they end up, you know, wrecking stuff. You know, not every RPM thing or not every RPM upgrade is actually an upgrade. Some of the Traxxas factory parts are actually better. And I think that's what Traxxas is trying to do, is Traxxas really wants to keep it all in-house. So, and I don't blame them, man. That's really the right way. Jeez, Traxxas has got patents on everything, huh? Traxxas patent number. Traxxas.com patent. Wow. Even on this. So I've got the receiver mounted inside already. I'm not going to show you how far I am because that's a video. Like I said, this was just there was no point in putting that in the filming. I was gonna, and I was just like, what am I doing? Just gonna go live and talk to some people. So I appreciate that, Henry. Oh, you're from Memphis. All right, guy. Dude, I thought you were from across the pond. Alexa, how far is Fairbanks, Alaska?
Phoenix is about 2,610 miles from Alaska as the crow flies.
What? I guess it just didn't understand what I said. I don't know. All right. Fairbanks. How did it say Phoenix from Fairbanks? Shane, what's going on, guy? Sorry. Swallowed the wrong way. Can you put those Kaiju tires and wheels on that Revo? No. I don't have the hexes for it, but I already said that they fit. I don't even know what my Revo is now. But a long time ago, I fitted them up. So when I did my big block conversion in that, I fitted the tires up, just mocked them up, and I realized that they would fit. So as long as you said you had, I think you're the guy with the 17 millimeter hexes on your Revo 2.0. If it's the same suspension front geometry, if it's the same size, the Kaijus will actually, I think, work better. The tires will hook up. The tires are actually the same size, width, and height. It's just the offset is a much better offset. It kicks that wheel out. So, the lives are always fun. We didn't burn anything down. Almost did, though. Almost did. That's what's great about this $500 RC Guy Garage soldering station right here, huh? We almost burned it, almost burned it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. That's why I get this thing. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Matt Mass, what's going on, guy? You had an X-Max for a week. I like my... Yes, so, and that's what's great. So, you got people that, you know, they're way too, what's the word, man? You know how you have like and I'm only saying it this way because there is what's called the big three. And I'm going to say it this way: Ford, Chevy, Dodge. That's the way I say it. Even though what you guys don't know is I obviously, I don't have any Mopars, okay? So I can't speak on Dodge other than a bunch of my friends had Dodges and they always had problems with their transmissions and their front ends. So the motor was great, but the transmissions and the front ends on Dodges are junk, or at least they used to be. Right now, I think it's the screen that's junk in the new Dodges. But anyways, it's not, every car manufacturer, even RC car manufacturer, they all have their issues. So like, you know, when people talk about someone being like a fanboy, why does that actually matter? Like, you think you're like insulting the person by calling them a fanboy? It's like, I'm like a fan of all of it just because I'm a fan of like just hobbies in general. You know, like as far as, you know, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, I would love to own a Mopar. I really would. I would probably say like a real Mopar. Do you know what I mean when I say that? And I'm not flaming people, but and that's just because I'm, you know, from that old school, older cars, and that's what you call like a real Mopar. But I'd love to have a TRX, not a TRX4. I already got the M version. I'd love to have a TRX. Even though it's only a 1500, I'd still, or whatever they call those. I'd love to have one. I'd love to have one. I'd love to have a Challenger. I don't know, man. Some of the new cars are definitely cool. I'd love to have a Raptor. If I had the money, man, I'd have them all. Why Why limit yourself? So you've got people that are, you know, Arrma, and then you got people that are like, oh, Traxxas. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's great. You know, you gotta, that's what's great about having the options. You know, there are people that love Honda. You know what I mean? I'm not flaming people. If you love your Hondas, that's fine. I'm sorry for you. It's fine. It's all good. It's okay. No, I mean, come on. There's some 1,000 horsepower Hondas that would kill my Camaro. You know what I'm saying? Or my Trans Am. Would totally wipe them out. But, you know, to each his own. I don't particularly care for anything. I like everything. I think that's what makes it easy for me. When I went to Laconia, all of my friends drove Harleys. I was the only Rice Rocket. I had a YZF-R1. So it's like, I was the only Rice Rocket. So, anyways. I think this is probably where I should end it. I don't have anything else to talk about here. Oh, wait a minute. What are we going on here? Building a slash. That's what I was wanting to know. Was if the tire... Yeah, the tires are the same size. But yeah, the offset, it's a much better offset. I'm a fanboy of beautiful women. And if that's what you like, then that's what's awesome, man. That's right there. Yep. I like my Honda lawn. Yay! Honda is a good name, man. You want to have like a Honda generator or a Honda snowblower, something like that? Honda's a good name. Honda dirt bikes, man. Even the Honda regular bikes, man. I've heard that they're pretty good. I'll never own one, but I heard that they're pretty good. So, again, like if anybody ever gets bent out of shape over what I say, there's actually something wrong with that person, not me. I don't know. Anyways. All right. What are we looking at? Okay, ATVs are different. Oh, come on. Like a Big Red, dude. I used to ride the Big Reds, man. Those things were the stinking best ATV. Well, actually, no. Those are called ATCs. Those were awesome, man. We used to ride those on the beach when I was a kid all the time. Those things... The fact that they took those things away, man, the Big Reds, all those things brought so many smiles for miles and throw you off the bike turns. I mean, you learned how to drive it really quick, and you also screwed up because you tried to push it. So, but those things, the ATCs were awesome, man. Let's see. Thanks for the live. Appreciate it, man. It's whatever. Yes, right there. Matt Mass. That comment right there. Exactly. It is whatever gets you out there. Absolutely. Yep. Honda. Yeah, there you go. Honda Foreman 500. I bet that thing's mint. GMC Yukon and my Police Interceptor. Nice, man. Yep. Honda. And that's admitted what? I like my... See, hey, come on. We are a Honda owner here. My wife does have a CRV. I will tell you that, okay, I'm going to explain myself. I'm going to explain myself right now. The reason why my wife has a CRV, okay? It pained me. It pained me when we were shopping for a new vehicle for her. Because, and it also pained her in a way too. So we were actually looking at Raptors, okay? And she really does like the Raptor. And the problem is that the type of work she did at the time didn't dictate because we also looked at Jeeps too. We looked at the 2017. I think it was the brand new. I think in 2017, wasn't it the? What is it? What is it? A JL? Is that what the new Jeeps are? The new Jeeps are JL. Hey Alexa, what is the new Jeep style?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for
I
that.
wrecked that. I think it's like a JL or something like that. What is a Jeep? What is a Jeep JL? I'm probably wrong.
Here is an answer from an
Oh, so I'm right.
contributor that I translated.
All right. No, okay, no.
It is a
Oh!
trail-rated off-road vehicle from the Jeep brand.
Okay, so I'm right. So we were looking at the JLs. I just liked some of the things on there. We were looking at Rubicons, and it was just like, it just wasn't going to be the right vehicle. It wasn't going to, it fit her. I mean, my wife is short. My wife is only like, well, how tall is my wife? Like 5'4"? I think my wife is like 5'4" or 5'5". Oh yeah, I got to measure her. I forget how tall she is. She's either 5'4" or 5'5". I can't remember. But anyways, my wife has zero problems crawling into an Eddie. Well, it doesn't matter that it was an Eddie Bauer edition, but she had no problems crawling into the 97 Ford Expedition lifted with 35s and a 3-inch lift. She had zero issue climbing in that. She actually loved it. She loved being high up, seeing like, you know, getting a view of everything. She loved it. So the whole thing with like the Raptor was, you know, granted the price tag was pretty stinking scary, but you know, at the time it wouldn't have been a problem at all. And then looking at the JLs, it was kind of like the same thing, but what it was that fuel economy, access, like what's great about the Honda what's great about the Honda CR-V is that it's compact, gets great gas mileage where both the JL and the Raptor would not have. I know she still not regrets it. She doesn't regret having the CR-V at all. But it's just, I feel like she misses that truck. Like she misses the truck feel. She'll hop in Big Black and take it to the store. You know what I mean? Like Big Black, when you look at that truck, it seems like a gnarly truck, but my 5'4" wife jumps right in that thing and will just tool it right down and get some groceries. It's just like everything about the CR-V kind of just made sense. All-wheel drive, fuel efficient. The payment was kind of low. It's turbo. You know what I mean? Like, it had Bluetooth. It was good enough. You know? I still regret it. I'm not even going to tell you the words that I use and she hates it. I'm not even going to tell you because it's not appropriate for... the wording is not appropriate anymore. The words that I have for the fairy car. Well, it's got fairies on it. I'm not saying anything bad. It's a fairy car. It actually has both on the left and right sides. It's got fairies on it. It's got the Tinkerbell because she likes Tinkerbell. So got some vinyl little Tinkerbells on it. I hate driving that thing. I hate driving that thing. I really do. I hate driving that thing, man. And I gotta keep my mouth shut too when I'm in the car driving it. It's funny. It's all good. It's all good fun. It is actually a great car. Like I said, for what it does, you've seen I've thrown a pile of RCs in it. It packs very well. It has a lot of room. It has convenience features and all that garbage. So, I think sometimes, you know, whatever, a car gets you point A to point B. It's just, it is nice to be able to have a car or a truck that just gets you to point A to point B. Like, actually, you know what it does is it gets you from point A to point C because it skipped right by point B. So, because it's fast enough. So, I don't know. I gotta get my Trans Am at some point back together and out of the garage. Maybe I'll video that at some point. That motor has been apart for how many years now? When did I start that project? I don't even know when I started that project. It's going to be fun trying to remember how to put that car together. I got the motor apart right now. It's just sitting in there with the motor apart. Thing's only got 28,000 miles on it. So anyways, family whip. You know it, guy. JB Trucker, you drive 18-wheelers, right? Yeah, definitely do it. Hey, you know what, though? I got a question for you. You drive 18-wheelers, right? Do you own your own personal rig? Like, do you own your own personal truck? And is it, like, all decked out? Like, because I've